So you're traveling to Hawaii and you don't have a lot of money to spend along the way. Hi, I'm Sarah Roosh, and traveling can get expensive. I'm going to share with you 10 tips that will help you save money along the way.
Come travel with me around the world and learn some fantastic tips and tricks along the way, all here on the Blind Tour Guide.
Number 1, know when to book flights. Typically, booking on the off-season is going to be the cheapest for flights and lodging, and knowing when to book your flights is so important. You should, as a general rule, book your flight 6 weeks before your departure date. Mondays and Tuesdays are the cheapest, and flights go on sale around 6 or 7 p.m. Number 2, book lodging with locals on off-the-beaten-path locations.
We stayed at the Hamakua guest house in between Hilo and Kona, and it was absolutely stunning.
And let me give you a little tour. This is the dining area, and I love about this location that it is very eco-friendly and is so important to put money back into locals' pockets. With tourism, the cost of living in Hawaii especially has gone up. So right here's the beautiful dining area, and you can come into the kitchen. This is a whole guest house, and you have access to all of this. And another good tip with a lot of locals is they actually provide things like snorkeling gear, sunscreen, beach towels, everything you might need. And that's what you should do as far as booking goes. You're going to get some of the best deals booking with locals. Number 3, utilizing Costco for their water. Water can get super expensive in Hawaii, and it is so important to stay hydrated. And Kirkland is the best deal for water. Water, if you buy it as an individual, can run up to around $4 to $6 per thing of water. So Costco is by far the best deal. Or bring a water bottle and fill it up at different fill stations.
Another fantastic thing about Costco is they have a lot of the same prices as in a lot of the other states, so if your wallet is feeling really tight, I would advise checking out the food court, and also it's a great place for souvenirs. We even stocked up on things for breakfasts.
The next tip is to use the Turo app to book your rental car and look for listings that have free pickup from the airport. That will help save on fees, and locals can pick you up from the airport.
Tip number 5 is visit free sites. Since I'm visually impaired, I was able to get into Volcanoes National Park for free. Hawaii is absolutely gorgeous, and it has countless free things for you to do. One of my favorites was the Hilo Zoo. Number 6, parking is pretty much inevitable on the island. There are many places where you have to pay for parking, but some tips are to book with a hotel that doesn't make you pay for parking. And at some locations, if you purchase something, then they will waive parking for you for up to an hour and a half. So if you're planning on purchasing something anyway, that's just one way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We are already on number 7, and food can get really expensive on the island. One thing I noticed is if you eat out of less populated areas, such as in smaller towns and with local places, you will find better prices. When I was in Volcano Village, I was able to find prices that were about half the price of the food in Volcanoes National Park.
Another way to save money on food especially is by utilizing farmers markets. They typically do them on the weekends. We are over here in Volcano Village, and their farmers market is on Sunday. And another tip about that is if you go by the closing time, in the last 30 minutes, you'll often get amazing deals and discounts.
Number 8 is to utilize the AllTrails app to find gorgeous trails around the island. There are so many trails that are absolutely gorgeous that are not mainstream, and so you can find those on the AllTrails app. One of our favorite mainstream trails is Akaka Falls. It costs about $5 to enter, but it is absolutely worth it and one of the most beautiful waterfalls you will ever see.
Camping is an awesome way to save money when you are in Hawaii. We are currently in our car waiting for them to open up the gate so we can go into our next attraction. And camping is such a fun way to be able to be near beautiful natural landscapes, like we're near a waterfall right now. It saves you tons of money. And another tip is if you don't want to have to check things like a tent or sleeping bags, you can actually buy those oftentimes on Facebook Marketplace or Facebook camping groups in Hawaii. And when you're done using them, you can sell them back. So if you don't have enough money to be able to put down on a nice hotel or an Airbnb, you can always consider camping.
Last but not least, this is very rare because a lot of excursions do get fully booked. And this applies mainly to local excursions, but oftentimes, if there are empty spaces, you can go up to local excursions and see if you're able to book quickly with a fraction of the price. And also, if you book your excursions well in advance of when the date is, you can often get good deals that way as well. But booking closer to the time that is not the day of, you'll have more expensive excursions. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you found these tips so helpful. If you would like to see more money saving tips all around the world, I would love for you to subscribe, and I will see you in the next adventure.